Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club, and today we're going to talk about John Gottman's What Makes Love Last. We just finished in our last video our session working through your messes big and small, and today we're going to talk about recovering from infidelity. So I know this is a really heavy topic. It's definitely, this chapter was, it took me a while to work through it on my own. So look forward to working through it with you all. If you haven't had a chance, please do check out our website. We're at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. You can fill out a contact form there. There's even a chat button, and those messages do come to me. So definitely looking forward to chatting with you as well. And if you'd like, you can fill out the life balance questionnaire and then send it to us. Your first consult is always free. Okay, John Gottman. Recovering from infidelity. Comedian Robin Williams once said, "God gave man a penis and a brain and only enough blood to run one at a time." With some alteration, that quip could probably be applied to both genders. It is easy to find opportunities to cheat, but extraordinarily difficult to recover a relationship afterward. I have often thought that if people could imagine the arduous steps involved, they would never consider straying. That they do may prove the process is not entirely rational. Recent research shows a relatively good prognosis for couples determined to recover their love after infidelity. Separate pilot research by Donald Balcom at the University of North Carolina and Annie Christensen at UCLA find, that at the beginning of structured marriage therapy, couples who are grappling with an affair score lower in measures of happiness than do other troubled couples. But they end up with the same level of relationship satisfaction. It's unfortunate, though perhaps not surprising, that the relationship satisfaction level for all of the unhappy couples was still pretty low at the end of both studies. The long-term success rate for typical non-research-based couples therapy tends to be poor, which is why I believe that applying a scientific approach is so critical. These results imply that with an effective therapeutic approach, couples recovering from sexual infidelity should have equal potential to overcome the past as others. Although regaining trust offers extreme challenges for both partners, there is reason to be hopeful. Not every relationship can or should be saved, however. You need to be honest with yourself and your partner. If you did the cheating, ask yourself if you're ambivalent about leaving your lover. If so, you are probably not ready to rekindle your primary relationship. Likewise, if you were betrayed, you may decide it's best to walk away, even if your disloyal partner is begging for a chance to set things right. And, of course, if the disloyal partner is not interested in rapprochement, it's a hard word, trying to convince him or her will just lead to more pain. Instead, use your emotional resources to move on. If you were the victim, don't pressure yourself to heal on any schedule. Respect that you are feeling fragile right now. Discovering that the person you entrusted with your heart betrayed you may lead to questioning everything. You wonder who your partner really is, whether you were ever loved, and even what commitment means. Often, you can't help ruminating about the past, going over it in your head, wondering where, why, and how the affair happened. Disturbed sleep, flashbacks, depression, obsessive and intrusive thoughts, emotional numbing, insecurity, self-doubt, and generalized anxiety are common. These are all indicators of the same post-traumatic stress disorder soldiers sometimes experience, although a very different type of trauma is the trigger. Research by Shirley Glass confirms that these symptoms are very common after the discovery or admission of an affair. Working through all of these issues is complex and almost always requires an experienced therapist. Trying to fix the relationship without skilled professional help is like attempting to perform knee replacement surgery with a home kit. But before you sign on for extensive professional intervention, it may be helpful to get some clarity on whether the relationship is worth saving. The old saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, is unfair to some, but not all, unfaithful spouses. How do you know if you can trust your partner to respect and cherish you moving forward? Can he or she ever become trustworthy, or will your relationship always be at risk? Okay, so now there's a questionnaire here. So we're on page 148. There's a questionnaire which will help you kind of assess your relationship and the chances of a future betrayal. So I recommend you grab the book and you go ahead and take the quiz. The next section, he talks about choosing a therapist. And I mean, honestly, I tend to agree with Gottman in that a lot of therapists are just going based off their own experience, anecdotal evidence, or that of their clients. So, you know, typically the more clients a therapist has seen, the better his or her experience, which is what you see with Gottman, but it's on a scaled level because it's research-based. So definitely good stuff. So yeah, we'll go through choosing a therapist in the next video, and then talk about the revival method: atone, attune, and attach. So lots of interesting stuff in this chapter. I will say, so the last chapter, I waited till the very end to give you the quick version. The quick version in this video, or in this chapter, Recovering from Infidelity, is that you need to talk about it, but you don't want to discuss what actually happened behind closed doors. So what you're going to end up discussing are the needs behind what drove the person to have an affair, but you don't want to discuss details, bedroom details about what either you did with the other person or your partner did with the other person, because it's very damaging to your partner, and it'll really prevent you from from trying to heal in any way. But that's, long story short, you do need to talk about it. You need to get to the crux of why the cheating happened, and you don't want to discuss details, bedroom details, with your partner. So that's where we'll go in the next video. Thank you for spending time with me. Look forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.